You're welcome back. It is the Channel Sport on Sunday, and I have Jimmy in the house. Hello,
Yeah,
Jimmy.
it's always a pleasure to be here. Good enough, I'm in the house with you. So if you have to pummel ourselves, then we go ahead.
There won't be any need for that, Jimmy.
No need for that.
Let's start with the president of Nigerian Football Federation, Amaju Pinnick, saying it will be suicidal. Probably we'll take that tape again, so that probably you can hear him talking about issue of Keshi being in the shortlist, the 60-man shortlist, for the job of the coach of the chief coach of Cote d'Ivoire. I don't know what you make of that 60-man shortlist. How short is a 60-man shortlist?
I think this has become very, very interesting because you ask yourself, when you say a short list of 59, 60, then the question would be how many applied or how many were you looking at? Because initially all we had was, yes, Stephen Keshi applied. Now we're talking about a short list of 60 coaches. How many coaches do we have that are actually capable enough to coach the Ivorian team? Are we talking about the lower level grade of coaches or what? You're saying 60 and you're saying it's a short list. So I think we might have gotten ourselves into some funny macabre dance once again where we start talking about nomenclature, because this is about shortlisting. And this is also about a coach that had been dutifully employed by the federation. And we are saying that maybe this person really knows that there might be some acrimony that might still lead to his being, expunged out of the team at some point in time. So you're probably saying maybe we also need to investigate. Maybe we also need to know whether this actually happened. We are just grandstanding by doing that.
If you ask him, because Keshi has said categorically that he did not apply, is his word not enough?
I think his word is supposed to be strong enough to say, I did not apply. I did not. That means he's not saying, well, I'm leaving it open-ended for you to think whatever you think. He said, come, I'm a patriot. He showed it when he wasn't getting paid for 2 matches, when, he actually...
For the qualifiers, he was not paid.
He was not paid. So those are some of the things we need to ask ourselves. This is someone that really showed that he wanted the job. He wanted it to prove his mettle once again by saying, yes, I need this job. Now you're asking, okay, he wants to be the coach of CIV, and you need to start spending money to investigate. It's like clutching at straws for me.
So you understand, we're told that about it. I don't know how to do that. $8,000 is going to be spent to travel.
You ask
to
yourself,
travel
the
to
federation
can
communicate with themselves and say, is it true that Stephen Keshi applied for this job? We want to know, because we should know. Because a federation should not really be talking to a coach of another national team when you know that coach is on a contract.
This is the transfer season.
I'm not going to the silly season thing.
No. I want to ask. I want us to look at it this way. This is the transfer season.
Okay.
In Europe, where they said Manchester United is buying this, is buying this, is buying this. Okay. This coach is going here, is going here. Those are just mere speculation. Okay. But if you have evidence of contact, that maybe because, like I said, the federation is saying they want to, if actually that Cote d'Ivoire did approach the coach, or it was the coach who approached Cote d'Ivoire. But I said if the Cote d'Ivoire approaced the coach, and they are going to report Cote d'Ivoire to FIFA for trying to poach their coach. But then, is there any evidence in all this?
The Yorubas will say, I mean, we should be faced with this issue of trying to get us to qualify for the Nations Cup. I mean, not this distraction. It's unwanted. It's unwarranted.
Okay.
Not when we're trying to build a team after all the shenanigans of the past. You look at all the things that the federation is coming up with, more or less fighting the coach, more or less fighting the players, more or less fighting everything.
Okay, talking about fighting the players, the issue of Enyama is still there. Enyama made a statement 4 days to the match about the seeming unsafety of the players playing in Kaduna at that point in time.
Okay.
And I want to ask you this: why didn't the federation, because he said they talked to him, according to Enyama, they said they spoke to him and they said, don't say this thing again. Only after he has gone back, then I said, they want to come back. Are we?
And Demola Lajure said the same communication channel was the one that they used to, actually invite him over for, the disciplinary meeting. But
I want to ask you this. Communication channel is your club.
Your club, okay.
They send you, they want you an invite. They send you information.
Yeah.
The man was here
And you didn't get
You
him
didn't
to
wear.
come
So why
over.
did it? No, he was here. Why did you allow him to go first before trying to invite him back for a disciplinary?
Who is responsible for his transmission back? Especially when this looks like a retroactive measure. Some of these things,
without being unserious in this case, I think the FA, we believe that we have more serious issues on how to tackle them. Probably you had the president of the federation, Mr. Vamajo Pinnick, when he talked about they have to spend extra in terms of security when Enyama made those statements. But I ask you this, Jimmy, are you saying there was no security before all they put in place before then until after Enyama said it?
The security was there.
So
the security was there, and I said something last week. I said I feel that it was actually wrong for Enyama to have come out the way he did.
Okay.
I mean, there are ways of doing the right things at the right time. I mean, when you come out to tell the media, it looks like
he said he was speaking for the players.
If you speak for the players, how do you speak for the players? Through which medium do you speak for the players? I mean, regardless of the fact that you are not happy about.
So he shouldn't have gone to the press.
He shouldn't have gone to the press. There are certain things, we know the history of
should
players
have discussed with them
and
personally.
coaches and the federation. He should discuss with them and table his grievances, not coming out to the press and telling the whole world, just after how many caps, over 100 caps for us, and you're coming out as the captain of the team. Yeah, you're a superhero. You've got the cult status, but you don't come out and say things like that. It sounds inciting. In all fairness to the FA, but I also say the way the FA goes about it is also critical, because you're now saying after the code of conduct, how do these players comport themselves? How do they get to ensure that these players, they behave themselves and you are able to mete out, punishment when it's due? Let me give you another scenario we need to look at. Look at Onaz's case. $5,000. Why are you talking in dollars? Our currency is the naira.
But the FA they collect their bonus in dollars.
Those are some of the things we needed.
They collect their bonus in dollars.
That's why I still talk about the national sporting policy. Why do we pay in dollars when our currency is naira? It's that simple.
Okay, we should do that. Why do we pay? Next time we look at that. Why do we pay in dollars when we spend naira in Nigeria? Why do we have maybe they are experts, but even the under 17 we pay them in dollars. The Falcons and the Falconers we pay them in dollars, and that is the dollar range. But then let's come down. Let's travel to SW19. Something said SW has to do with Serena Williams. Does it rhyme?
At the point in time, it used to be Roger, but right now it's about Serena.
33. She'll be 34 in September.
33, and she will be under the pressure of getting this career slam. Having won the Australian Open, having won the French Open. I said something the other time. It's a little bit unfortunate for me that Yemi and Cecilia are not here. She can go into this competition and actually win the Wimbledon without having to stress herself too much. It tells you the level of competition. Right now, she's just, 2 titles away from Steffi Graf's,
22,
and
4 away from Margaret Court.
2 from the 1998 feat of Steffi Graf when, winning the Grand Slam. You ask yourself the way she's going, there's every likelihood that she would get the box set. The box set is winning the Olympic in 2016 because she doesn't look like she's about retiring.
Do you think she wants to go back to? She has done that before, winning all 400. She has won the Olympic gold. She has won the Olympic gold 5 times.
Winning also the World Cup finals, winning the Davis Cup. She's got to do that. The box set, not so many ladies have done that. But right now, it looks so good for Serena Williams. She's likely to face what the Yorubas would call Iyawo. That's Maria Sharapova in the semi-finals. So let's just see how it goes right now. It looks very good for Serena Williams. So let's see. I mean, I think it's going to be a very fantastic.
Okay, quickly for the male before we leave this segment, Djokovic. I don't know, the man will be so down after losing Wawrinka in the French Open final. Do you see him overcoming that loss and then coming to triumph at Wimbledon? But Murray is playing well. I mean, we see him up his game, even playing to the semi-finals of the French Open. Roger Federer will be a swan song for him. And then you look at also Nadal, don't rule him out. The man won a grass title after getting knocked out.
Unfortunately for Roger Federer, it doesn't look like he's got the slam in him. But if he does surprise the whole world, then that means he would get the Wimbledon. But you ask yourself, the strongest has got to be the biggest, the best right now. It's still Djokovic. Regardless of whatever happens in any slam, you know that this is the man to beat at every point in
Are
time.
you ruling out Warinka?
I'm
Warinka sneaked out at Australian Open.
Indeed.
Nobody gave him.
Indeed. Especially when you didn't know it as a stuff.
Yeah.
You know, he used to be known as someone that could play very well on the execution, play well on the hard court. But all of a sudden, it comes good on clay. It tells you a lot about the kind of player he is, very tenacious. But also, you ask yourself, these guys are going to be going at themselves. And I think that it could be anybody's competition.
All right, Jimmy, thank you for being
It's always a pleasure
for being here. We're taking another break, and when we do come back, yes, Dan Ingerem and Babs Ogunade, they are in the house live.